everybody, my name's Rosie. Welcome to my channel. How are you all? I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. I have been missing in action, I know. I've been MIA. Don't mention how dark my tan is to my face as well. I need to, this is still the colour guide. I need to wash it off. Oh dear, look at the elbows. You know, it's all part of it, innit? It's all part of it. But yeah, after this haul, I'm gonna go and shower off, and then I've got a couple of other videos to film because I'm trying to get back on it. I've been terrible. I have been terrible. I have been busy and exhausted and not able to film. And I've always believed, like since I've started this channel, that it is a hobby, and consistency, as you all know, has never been my strong point, but it is a hobby, and if I'm not in like the best frame of mind to film, there's no point because the content will be shit. So I'd rather just not do anything than do something and it be rubbish. But I'm back and I'm going to try and get back on it. I can't believe, honestly, this looks worse on here than it does in real life, and this arm looks darker than this arm, doesn't it? Maybe it's the lighting, or maybe oh, my face is extremely pale. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go and wash that off. So we're just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. I've just been to Sainsbury's. I thought I would show you what I got. I've got a little boots haul as well that I ordered. I got like £70 worth of stuff for like 30, so that was a win. And I thought we'd just have a little catch up because, like I said, I've been gone. I've been gone for too long, but I'm back. Who knows how long for? But I'm back. I've got 3 videos to film today, including this one, so I should be getting better. But as you guys know, I mentioned a while ago that I got like a little promotion at work and I was starting a new job, and to be honest, it has been full on and I've been exhausted. Like by the time the weekend comes, I've been exhausted, and every weekend I've had plans, and that's usually the case. Well, not every weekend, but you know, I usually do have plans and stuff, but I will still have the energy to like film on a Sunday and then I edit throughout the week. I've had no energy. Literally on the one day off that I get at the weekend where I'm not doing anything, I am being so lazy, just laying on the sofa doing like life stuff, washing and doing all those bits that you have to do as an adult. But usually I'd fit time into film, and I just haven't had the energy to. I've been so exhausted. The new job's going really well, but it is hard and it is a challenge. So yeah, I work in like office-based work, and I'm now managing a little team, and it's all new, and the work's new and managing's new, so it's a lot. But I'm confident like in 3 to 6 months I'll feel really good about it all, and it will be easier, so therefore I'll have more energy. But where I'm trying to learn loads, and yeah, it's just been so busy, I've just been exhausted by the time the weekend comes. But I've been doing a few nice things as well. So I met up with my old housemate yesterday. That was really nice. We went to a pub garden, sat, had some wines, got a couple of sides, like a little mac and cheese, some onion rings. That was delish. That was really nice. We just sat in the sun for a few hours and just chatting, and it was really nice. I just love that. That's my favourite thing. A beer garden is my favourite thing to do. Just sit and talk, have a few wines, have a little like plate of chips or some nachos or something. It's just my favourite thing. The weekend before, I had my cousin's birthday party, which was absolutely amazing. So she went all out. It was her 39th birthday, but honestly, I've never been to a birthday party like it. Like, it was just immense. Like, she had a bar, it was a free bar. We had like a DJ, saxophone, drums, photographers. I'm dreading seeing those pictures because at one point I was trying to avoid the photographers because, you know, they always like do natural shots, and I'm always like this in the natural shots. And at one point I was just walking across, I saw a photographer there, but I think she had 2 and I didn't see this one. And as I was like walking like face down, double chins out, like trying to balance on the grass in my heels, I heard I was like, oh, for God's sake, don't want to see that. Why do they do that? You know, I'm so bad for other people taking photos because I don't really realise what I look like. I'm so delusional. Like, I don't think I look anything that I actually do look like, and then someone else will take a photo of me and I'll be like, what the fuck is that? Why have you done that to me? And they're like, no, that's actually what you look like, and I struggle to believe that. So I feel like there'll be lots of people out there that understand what I mean. It's very different when you're posed in a mirror to just being natural and walking about. Anyway, it was absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've never been to a party like it was like a wedding, like, but was a birthday party. It was so lovely. Yeah, it was a really lovely experience. And what else have I been up to? I've seen my mum a little bit, seen my dad a little bit. Oh, my house, we've accepted an offer on the house, so that's been like a whole other thing that, you know, is taking time and having to deal with. So we've accepted an offer just a couple of weeks ago. There's sold signs up outside. Now it's just sitting and waiting, because I've decided, I was looking at shared ownerships, but after a little bit of research I decided I'm just going to rent for a little while and then see where life takes me. But I feel like to get a shared ownership somewhere now, they're really hard to sell on afterwards, and I'm looking to move about half an hour, 40 minutes away from where I live now, but obviously I've never lived there, so I don't really want to commit and buy like a shared ownership there if I'm not 100% sure that's where I want to be. So I think I'm going to rent for a little while, but then that's making this whole process quite scary and quite a lot, because I can't do anything. Like I'm looking at places that are for rent to get an idea of cost and stuff, but obviously I can't actually like go and see anything or do anything about it, because I'm not moving yet. I don't know when I'll be moving. So that's quite a lot. And also I need to find somewhere obviously that will take dogs. I've seen a few places that are like once upon a time were houses, and they've like split them in half, and they have like the downstairs for rent, and so you've got like a little garden space. Something like that would be ideal. It's still like a little 1-bedroom flat, but it's got a little garden space. Something like that would be amazing. And someone suggested, I can't remember where I saw it, I think it was online, about doing the dogs like a little CV, because obviously having 2 elderly pugs is very different to like having 2 Alsatians in a flat or something. So if I'm making it clear to whoever I'll be renting from, like, they're really old, they sleep 18 to 20 hours a day, they don't bark, they're non-offensive, like they're toilet trained, all of that stuff, then, you know, they'd be better than even children in terms of like they're not going to draw any walls, they're not going to chew any furniture. Although I'd like to get somewhere that's not furnished, because I've got all the furniture here. I don't want to just get rid of everything. Like I love my sofa and stuff. Yeah, they're not going to like sticky stuff everywhere. With them it's just fur. Yeah, and they wouldn't disturb any neighbours, no screaming, no running around, like they're just so chill. So it's trying to get that across to a potential landlord. So I think that's maybe a good idea. I might try and do something like that. But that has really been it. Like I can't remember what I've been doing, but I have been quite busy every weekend, and then the other day I just haven't wanted to do anything, so apologies for that. But that's a sort of like a quick synopsis of like where I've been. But I do want to get back into filming regularly. I do enjoy it. It's a nice outlet for me. So I've just been to Sainsbury'S, and I thought, you know, I've been doing well in like my food prep, as you all know. I've been like a bit of a journey this year, budgeting, although that went out the window this month because my MOT and service was done and I needed a few bits done, so that was £550. And then they were like, you also need a new turbo pipe because mine's broken, which makes sense because for the last 2 years my engine light's been coming on and off, and every now and then it would just go into limp mode, and that's all. I've researched it, and that's bits from the turbo pipe, so I'm going to try and get that done next month, but that's like £350 as well. The part alone is like 200 quid. So that, but it's been nice because I've had, where I've been budgeting and saving a little bit, I had the money there rather than putting it on credit cards, which is what I would have done before. So that's been really nice. And then every month something at the vets with the pugs. So the last couple of months it's been Lola. You guys will probably know, like, her legs have been quite bad the last year or so. That's increasingly getting worse, obviously. However, I've noticed like these little patches on her fur are like coming out, and like her skin looks irritated, and she had this thing on her tail, which I did, because they're double furred. If you don't know about pugs, they're double line furred, so their fur is so thick underneath, it's really hard to get under and see the skin. And she's really funny about you, like trying to investigate what's going on. She gets really snappy. But one day I was just doing my nails, and then there was this blood everywhere, and she had this thing on her tail which had like exploded, and I've not seen it before. And it's where the tail is, at the base of the tail where it curls around, so it's really hard to see. And I took her to the vet, and they were like, it's either an irritated skin infection or she's got a tumour. So of course they always throw tumours out at me, these vets. Every time with both of them, they're always like, could be a tumour, could be a sore tooth, like every time. So gave her some antibiotics, it cleared up fine. So it was a irritated skin infection, but now I keep noting these little dry patches of skin on her, but because her back legs don't work, she can't scratch herself. So it's just when I'm stroking her and I feel them. So I took her back to the vet this week. They gave her an injection, like an antihistamine type injection. That was £140. But I don't think it's working, so I think I'm gonna have to take her back next week because I found another spot now on her chest. But I don't know if that spot was there before the injection or not. Am I making sense? Anyway, the dogs have cost me an absolute fortune, which is fine. Like they have done for the last couple of years because they're getting old, and that's the priority, and that's why I've been trying to save to like cover those things. Oh, I also had an injection myself in my wrist on Friday because I've had carpal tunnel for a long time and it's got progressively worse, and since January I've been sleeping with a splint on, but it's still really bad. But before I went for this injection, everyone was like really scaring me. Whenever I was saying to like, anyone at work or whatever, like, oh, I'm going for my carpal tunnel injection, they're like, oh my god, it's really bad, you know, that's really painful. And I'm like, surely it's just an injection. They're like, no, it's not like a normal injection, it's horrific, you can't drive afterwards, like things like that. Anyway, I went and it was absolutely fine. Like my wrist feels bruised now, like carrying the shopping and stuff. It was like a bit uncomfortable, but there is no mark, there is no bruise. It just feels tender inside. So hopefully it's working. I do think if you got a doctor that wasn't that confident in it, it would be horrific because they have to go past your tendons and your veins, right down the side of it, but not actually touch them, and then into your carpal tunnel and inject in there, and it's quite difficult to find because it's underneath everything else. And he did say if I hit the wrong point, you'll get a feeling like when you hit your funny bone, so please let me know. So I imagine if someone didn't do it right, it would absolutely be horrific, but it was absolutely fine, like not a problem at all. So I'm really, really pleased that that's been done. But I think that's sort of the whole catch up of everything as of late. But yeah, I've been doing my food prep still, and I want to get back into being a little bit healthier. I've put on so much weight. Oh my god, I've put on so much weight, which is fine. But I am at a point now where I need to like rein in just eating whatever I want whenever I want again. Because although I've been doing food prep, I have been doing like good breakfasts. I've been a bit lazy with lunches and I end up like eating pita and Marmite is what I tend to do. But I'm like eating loads of treats, and when anyone offers me like a treat at work, I just take it, and I just need to be a little bit more controlled because I'm not as young as I once was, and my metabolism isn't as fast as it once was, and all these things are sneaking up on me. Before we continue, I think I might make an iced coffee quick because I'm really thirsty and it's really warm, and then I'll show you what I've got, what I've purchased today and what I'm going to be making for this week. I got this recently. If you watch Love Island, you probably saw them all over Love Island, but it's an espresso concentrated for easy iced coffee, and this is the iced vanilla. Now I did buy the caramel one before because they didn't have the vanilla one, and it was alright, but I'm never that much of a fan of caramel. I much prefer vanilla, and then I saw they had a vanilla one and they were on offer, so I think they're normally £5 or something, and I think I got it for £3.50. So I'm going to try this today. So I've just got my glass on ice, little butterfly on, cute. So I can't remember how much you do. Now the caramel one, it was I guess a bit sweet, but I couldn't actually taste caramel. I'm just gonna like, reckon? Yeah, let's try it. We can always add more. I've bought some almond milk, which I have been buying a bit recently. I've been having like Weetabix with nut milk, and I've been having banana, a little bit of coconut yogurt on. That's what I've had for breakfast the last couple of weeks. I am still buying normal milk, but I'm trying to slowly move away from it a bit. I'll still have it in tea and stuff, but yeah, I'm just trying to slowly move away from normal milk. I'll never give up cheese, but every little helps. I'm not going to become a vegan, but if I can just make smart choices and like do everything like this rather than have normal milk, have a nut milk, then I just feel like that's better. But each their own. That's alright, isn't it? That's really nice. That's really good. So yeah, easy to do an iced coffee at home because otherwise you've got to faff around with making the coffee and then adding syrups and stuff in. So I think that is a genius idea. And the first thing I got from Sainsbury'S is some nutty milk. And I also got 12 large happy eggs because for breakfast this week I'm going to attempt to make breakfast egg muffins. I've seen them and I've been wanting to make them for ages and I never have, and like you can make a batch of them and then freeze them and then get them out. I don't know how soon you get them out, maybe the night before, and then just have them for breakfast and just take it, because I think although I'm eating like fruit, yogurt, either granola or Weetabix, I think that's good for you if you're having like fat-free yogurt and stuff, but I don't, because I need some sweetness. So I'll have like a coconut yogurt or whatever, and I feel like it's not bad, but I could just maybe mix it up and be a bit better. And plus I've been eating fruit and yogurt for breakfast all year, so I just thought I'd mix up and have something different. So I'm going to attempt to make those later on today. I'll try and add on to the end of this video like how they've turned out if I do make them today, which I should be. So I got some large eggs, I got 12 bottles of water, I got some salt and vinegar Snack Jacks. I found myself eating like crisps and stuff, mini cheddars mainly, and I just thought I'll take this packet to work, and it's just better to have a little snack if I get a bit peckish, because otherwise I'll eat, like I said, crisps or stuff. Or if anyone else is like, oh, do you want a biscuit, do you want this, do you want that, I'm like, yeah, because I'm hungry. So I thought I'd just turn to those instead. Got some dishwasher tablets because I'm out nearly, so just got some. They were a tenner on offer. I got 2 packets of the tomato couscous. I really like this one, the NC Harriet one. So I just got 2 of those to go in the cupboard. So for lunches this week, I'm going to do an orzo salad. My friend introduced me to this this year sometime, a few months ago. And I made one batch of it and it was absolutely lovely. I really enjoyed it, but I think the mistake I made was I made enough for like the week, but I put like the soggy ingredients in it then, the tomatoes, the cucumber, and then I sort of got put off it by the end of the week because it was all slimy and gross. So what I've learnt those lessons, so this time I'm going to do enough just for a couple of days, but I'm going to add the cucumber to it that morning rather than making it all in like as I'm eating it. So anyway, I got some orzo. This will last you ages. To be honest, I might still have some in the cupboard from when I last did it, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I sort of decided that's what I was going to have for lunch when I was down there, because before I was just going to get a salad like I always do and like have feta or halloumi or something. And then I was like, no, mix it up, like get some orzos, and I couldn't remember if I had some, so I picked up some orzo, but it's fine, it will last me for ages. So if I do have one open, then I'll just save that one for later. I just got some sugar because I'm completely out, and I do have sugar in my tea. Those are little things that I need to try and cut down on, but we can't all be perfect. I just got some of my hay fever tablets. If you're a hay fever or allergy sufferer, these are the best ones you can get. They were on offer, £38. All these things are expensive these days, but I take one every day and it stops my allergies. In the orzo salad, last time I used some other like sriracha or like paste, and that just isn't me, so I'm just going to go for the tomato pesto because I love that, it's my favourite. And once this is open, this can last for 2 weeks. So again, I'm going to make it in like batches of 2, enough for 2 days. I've got all the veg and stuff fresh for last me this week, and then I'll just add a spoonful of it as I go along. So that's the plan. I've got some spinach, that's going to go in both the salad and in the muffins, so you should use all that bag up. I got a butternut squash, again I'm going to roast that, and that's going to go in my pasta, but I could put a little bit in the muffins as well. So I'll do a nice roasted. I wanted to make this, like I saw this recipe for like this sweet potato and feta like tortilla omelette thing. It looked delicious, but it said it's like you use 6 eggs, so it's quite a large serving, so it feeds like, I don't know, 3 people, like 3 or 4 or 6 people, I don't know. And it says it lasts like a day, and obviously for me that's not ideal. I'd need it, and you could probably freeze that as well, to be fair, I don't know. Well, you would be able to because it's no different to the muffins, but I thought I'd do the muffins for breakfast, and maybe I'll try the tortilla for our lunch like another time. I've got 2 cottage cheeses because I've got some baked potatoes in the freezer. I just bought the frozen ones last time, and this will be a dinner a couple of times this week. I still absolutely love a jacket potato, cottage cheese, cucumber, black pepper. I absolutely love it. So I just got 2 of those. They'll last me to the end of the month, like the date is, so I'll have them at some point this week. No rush, just when I want a quick, nice, yummy dinner. I got some bananas because I don't want to not have any fruit, because I normally have my fruit for breakfast. So I thought I'll take this for like my sweet snack, like my 11s sort of snack. Did I tell you I got feta already? I don't think I did. Anyway, I've got some feta. That's also going to go in the orzo salad, like crumpled on top. But on some of the muffins, I think I'm going to either do all of them with feta, or I might do half with cheddar, half with feta. So just crumble them on the top. I got some sweet peppers. So again, they're going to go in both the salad and the breakfast. And I got 2 cucumbers because I get through cucumber so quickly. So again, that'll be in my salads. That's going to be with my dinners when I have the jacket potato as well. The pugs love cucumbers. Every time I make cucumber for myself, I will give them quite a large bit because it's just water. It's good to keep them hydrated and they absolutely love it. So yeah, I get through cucumber really quickly. So I got 2 of those. I also got a muffin tray because, oh sorry lolly pants, I couldn't remember if I had one. I don't think I do. This was £7.50. It's expensive, isn't it? I should have gone to like Poundland or something, but I just couldn't be bothered to walk over there. But this will last me ages anyway. So I got, yeah, it's got 12 in them. So hopefully the mixture will be enough for 12, but I'll have a look at a recipe online because I don't want to over make too much. Although I could do it in 2 batches, it's not a problem. So yeah, I just got a new one of those, but I was quite surprised how expensive it is. Although to be fair, it's not a cheap shitty one. Like, it was the cheapest one they had. They had others that were like £15. But it feels really sturdy and like not flimsy, so it should last a good amount of time. I just don't think I actually have one anymore. For my sweet treats, I bought a 25 mini assorted chocolate bar. So you've got like Twix, Snickers, Mars and Milky Way, like Sainsbury'S version of. And so I thought they're just little snack, little chocolates, so I can have one of those as a little sweet treat rather than stuffing my face with a whole chocolate bar. And then lastly, I just got some milk, and I always get these ones. This is like the fresher for longer because it will last all month. This is dated till the 30th and it's like 8th today, I think. So that'll be for teas and if anyone else comes over and wants anything. So one of those large ones usually lasts me about 3 weeks, so 2-3 weeks. So that's everything I got from Sainsbury'S. So that's everything that I'm going to make. And then for other dinners this week, like I've got things like pasta and pasta sauce and corn mince, and I've got things in the freezer, like I've got some like vegetarian scallop things which are really nice. They're pesto mozzarella ones, and just some other bits. So for dinners I'm going to like live out of the cupboards in the freezer what I've already got. But yeah, I just thought that'd be my breakfast and lunches, and that should be really, really nice. So I'll quickly show you what I got from Boots, and then we'll be done. Like, my wrist is quite sore. It's really hard to like pick heavy things up. Not heavy things, but you know, slightly heavy things. So I placed this order because I've run out of my favourite skin tint, the Rimmel one, and it looks like they've discontinued it, which is muggy AF. Like, I'm so annoyed about it. Been really enjoying, since the Accutane's worked, my skin is fucking beautiful now. Come on, look how good my skin is now. I've been loving a skin tint for work and every day. It's lovely not to have to wear a full coverage foundation to work every day. And then I found one that I really love, that the colour was great and all of that, and then I discontinued it. And the other skin tints that I've got are too dark for me. Probably not now, I've got a bit of tan on, but just all round they've been too dark for me. So I went to order one and they've run out basically. So instead I've picked up this Revlon Serum Tint SPF 15. It was on offer. I've never seen it before, never seen anyone talk about it. I just typed skin tints on their search thingy, and yeah, I went for shade 209. It had a name, Buff Beige. And yeah, it says it's a brightening, it's got ginger root, vitamin C, vitamin E, skin tint, and just hopefully, I might try it in a little while because I'm going to put some makeup on shortly to film with. So we'll see if it's any good. I also got 3 of Boots' everyday sponges. All of my makeup sponges are absolutely disgusting. Like I've cleaned them so many times and they are falling apart. I can't clean them anymore, they're absolutely gross. And I've been using the fine ones, which I absolutely love, but I'm just trying to be cautious of money. And they're really cheap. You get 5 different sizes for £12, I think it is. But these ones were like £1 something, and it was 3 for 2. And I think I've had these ones before and liked them. So I just thought for now, I need them like ASAP. I'll give them a try. This is what they look like. And yeah, they're nice, spongy enough, they'll work well enough. So for now they'll do until I do an order of like some other ones. So I got 3 of those. Again, they were on offer. Then, because it was £10 Tuesdays on the day that I got this, I bought this brush set for £10. And again, it's got a little sponge in, but I thought these brushes looked really nice for £10. If it was someone's birthday or something, that'd be really good as well. So you've got like your little sponge down here. And then I was interested by this foundation brush because I really find it hard to find a foundation brush that I love. Never found one that I'm like, yeah, that's really great. So this is the base set. I'll read it to you first. So it says it's got face tools, so it's got a powder brush, a stippling brush, flat foundation brush, concealer brush and a blending sponge. And this is what they all look like. For £10, I mean, I've got loads of brushes, but I haven't bought brushes in years. They're getting so old and gross now. The stippling brush looks nice. The sponge feels good. I don't tend to use like flat foundation brushes like this, but it feels really soft. But I'll try and give it a try. And this concealer brush, I would actually use as like a fluffy brush on my eyelids, like smooth out my concealer or whatever I've got on my eye, and then maybe put a bit of powder over the top. So yeah, they feel really nice. I thought for £10, let's give it a try. 5 bits, I thought that was really, really good. And then next up, I just got a couple of moisturisers. I'd completely run out of any day moisturisers. And I like to try different and new ones, but I know that these ones are really good. So I got the hyaluronic acid one because I've tried it before. These are maximum £5, but you can usually get them on an offer. The only thing about these is just 30ml, fine, but they just don't seem to last as long as other moisturisers. Basic packaging, but really good. They sit on my skin, lovely. My foundation sits on top, lovely. I really, really like them. But then I also got this one because this was on offer for £1.50. This is a multi-bionic moisturiser, and it says combining both prebiotic and probiotics, multibiotics. This moisturiser leaves skin feeling moisturised and looking healthy. Skin feels moisturised, skin looks and feels healthier. pH balanced moisturiser designed to closely match the pH of your skin. And that was down on offer for £1.50. And I thought I'd be silly not to give it a try, and it looks the same as the other one. So yeah, I picked up both of those. And then lastly, I was completely out of mascara, so I picked up, they had an offer on the £10 Tuesdays for 2, I think it was 2 for £10, but a bit weird. One's come sealed and one hasn't, and one's got pink brighten and one doesn't. So this is Extreme Volume Mascara. I've never tried this one before. So maybe the £10 Tuesday. Okay, so one's black and one's cappuccino. I never really use a brown mascara. I didn't realise. This is what it looks like. That brush is actually too big for what I normally like. Do you know what? When I was doing this order, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I might try it, but realistically, I'll probably give that to my mum. Also, it hasn't been sealed, but I can tell that it's never been used. Like, it's never been opened. You know, you can tell if brush has been pulled out and it hadn't been. So I will give it maybe a try, but I'm much more of a black mascara girl, so I'll probably give this one to my mum. And I should have probably just started with my normal one because that brush is quite thick for me, but I'll give it a try. Who knows, I might actually love it. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. Before I was getting, like, I'd done all my skincare, I was waiting for it to dry before I put my makeup on, and I just started having a look through because I was like, oh fuck, my skin tints run out, you know, as I was about to do my foundation. I ordered a new one, £10 Tuesdays. That's everything that I got. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Leave me all your comments, your thoughts and opinions down below. If you've got any sort of other recipe ideas for like trying to be healthy and, you know, getting all your veggies and stuff in, then please do leave them down below as well. I am vegetarian though, so keep that in mind. But yeah, any sorts of tips, and if you know of any really great skin tints that are similar to the Rimmel one, I'd love to hear from you. And any great mascaras, because I'm always on the lookout. I've been using, my friend got me for I think it's my birthday, she got me the mascara from Milani, and that one's really nice. It's just drying up now, and I was really enjoying the Parascopic one. I can't remember what it was called, but I've spoken about it loads on here, and I really like that one too. But as those were on offer, I thought I'd give them a try, but I'm not sure I'm going to love them, but we'll see, time will tell. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I've missed you all. I'm happy to be back. I'm going to try and be a bit better. I don't want to make the biggest promises in the world, but I'm going to try and be a bit better. So thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and as always, I look forward to seeing the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.